Let me just tell you three things. Number one, there is a great shakeout, a great reawakening, and a great repositioning of media, of conservative media. Fox, done. They don't want Trump voters. They're done. Number two, I'll make this very simple. Breitbart has thrown in with McConnell. They're done. Drudge, done. Fox, done. Drudge, Fox, Breitbart, gone. There is a reawakening. And though it's Salem, forget it. Same thing. None of these people will carry the truth except me and a handful of people. Me and War Room. It's incredible. I mean, I've been here for 5 weeks. I am telling you what is going on. I went to a breakfast in Fayette County. I was a speaker there on Saturday. Outrage. I mean, the anger of Trump voters is beyond I've never seen anything like it. And Perdue and Loeffler, nice people, they just don't get it. I was at the rally on Saturday, 20,000 people there in Valdosta, and Perdue gets up to speak, and as he's going to the stage, a chant starts. Fight for Trump, fight for Trump, fight for Trump. It was deafening. That is like being booed. They basically booed Perdue off the stage. I mean, he doesn't get it. He talked for 30 seconds and handed the mic back to Trump as they were chanting, fight for Trump, fight for Trump. They don't get it. The rally was an hour and a half. Loeffler and Perdue, who the president was there for, spoke a total of 90 seconds out of an hour and a half. The people who don't get the movement, the deplorables, have had enough. The people that don't get it are going to be simply left in the dust. And you can't wish this away. You can't make believe it didn't happen. Kemp can't do it. Raffensperger can't do it. Jeff Duncan can't do it. Nobody can do it. Unbelievable. Nobody can do it. Adrian says, I don't listen to any new whatsoever over the weekend, and you come with a bombshell from the jump. You're the best, John. I am bringing you the news, folks. I don't know what these other things are doing. The fact that Red Eye Radio, like I'm in Atlanta, I'm in Athens today. I call them up. I'm like, you got the story wrong. Let me just come on and tell everybody what's happening. They said, send an email. I hung up on them. I'm going to send you an email. It's like 5 a.m. I'm going to send you an email? This is the problem. They don't want to get it. They want to deny this. Think about it. Perdue gets the stage and the chant starts. You saw it if you saw the rally. Fight for Trump, fight for Trump. I was there in the middle of it. It was deafening. It was one step away from being booed. This is the guy trying to win on January 5th that will not acknowledge. And he says, well, let me say something good about the president. Let me say the president's great. Yay, Trump's great. He won't address it. He won't address it. His consultants in Washington, the Republican consultants who all they do is lose, are now doing the same thing. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this in my life, folks. And I'm telling you what, there is going to be a major disruption of media because the four stalwarts of the conservative movement, Breitbart, Drudge, Fox, and Rush Limbaugh. I know he's ill, he's got cancer, and he's retiring soon. And he started this whole thing with us, and he'll always be an icon, and I wish him the best. But he, on Friday, threw in with McConnell and the establishment. He threw in. The fraud that has gone on here that I have seen and experienced and talked to people is bigger than anything you could ever have witnessed. I mean, we got a machine in Ware County where you feed the votes in, and Biden gets 37 more. Look, let me tell you what this Ware County thing is. Let me just put it in succinct terms. Very succinct. Let's say there was a total of 100 votes, and you counted them by hand, and Biden got 50 and Trump got 50. You feed them into the machine. The machine says Biden 87, Trump 13. I can't put it in any more succinct terms. I want to do a forensic analysis of that. Gordon Favorito, who's been doing this for 35 years, broke this. You feed the ballots into the machine, it's 50-50. Biden gets 87, Trump gets 13. The algorithms in the software were changed. You feed it in again, the same thing happens. It's not a glitch. It's not human error. It's the algorithm. Every one of these machines should be impounded for a forensic analysis. Every single one right now. But there's a contingent here, Republicans, that are weak-kneed and feckless and don't want to do it. They just want to fight another day. They always want to fight another day. They never want to fight. There's never a hill to die on for them. It's always, we'll get it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. These two Democrats are going to win, and the reason they're going to win is because the Democrats are going to cheat again. They have actually added drop boxes. I don't know what else to say. So these rogue GOP senators introduce a special session petition. They need 29 signatures in the Senate. The Senate has a retreat today in Athens where I go where the action is. Beach is going to be here live, turned into a national hero. This is like the Gang of Four. Kemp's dismissed it, claiming the January 5th runoff date does not give enough time to change the election procedure. Really? Beach repudiated Kemp's claims and called on the governor to exercise his emergency powers and change the election date to February 1st. He said Kemp has the emergency powers to delay the election to fix this. Beach told me yesterday, told the Georgia Star News. He said the governor saw fit to change the date of my primary, so he already has set a precedent. The consent decree signed by Raffensperger, Beach said, is unlawful, and it violates the Georgia Constitution. We need to fix this and get signature matches for mail-in ballots, which is Georgia law, before the runoff. Kemp has a responsibility to do this. This is what Beach said. Now, let me tell you what they alleged. Okay? Let me tell you what they alleged. Okay? As the petition makes clear, they said, testimonial and other evidence, signed affidavits given before the Georgia Senate Judiciary Subcommittee demonstrated a systematic failure to observe Georgia election laws. Underage individuals and convicted felons registered and were allowed to vote. People voted who were not listed in the state's records as having been registered to vote. Voters who moved to a different county more than 30 days prior to the election and failed to re-register were allowed to cast votes. Voters registered using bogus addresses such as UPS facilities and other stores, yet their votes counted. Illegal. Ballots of individuals who were deceased prior to Election Day counted. Over and over again, ballots were counted outside the view of poll watchers or designated monitors defying the law. This is what the fake news will not tell you. Even the law itself was modified by an unconstitutional agreement which weakened signature verification requirements for absentee ballot applications and absentee ballots set out in various codes in Georgia law. This is what the senators are saying. That was the illegal consent decree that Raffensperger signed with Stacey Abrams and the Democratic Party of Georgia, which weakened the signature laws, which is unlawful because that can only go through the General Assembly. And Kemp won't call a special session. Why? Kemp won't move the election. Why? Why, I ask you? These are the questions that have got to be answered. This election was stolen from Donald Trump. And these weak-kneed Republicans who were standing around like nothing happened, telling me, well, we'll change it in January. There'll be no country in January. The people who say, well, we need to focus on January 5th. What rock are you living under? There'll be no January 5th if you don't fix the laws. They're adding additional drop boxes. You're going to go to bed on January 5th. They're going to have a 300,000 vote lead. Loeffler and Perdue, you're going to say, oh, wow, that's good. You're going to get up and they're going to be losing again. They're going to do the same thing again. They are laughing their tails off. And why shouldn't they? John Fredericks Radio Network live in Athens.